What is up guys, it's Sabbi here and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about Black Ops 4 Zombies and specifically what happened over the weekend at Treyarch, as quite a lot of leaks came out. I will talk about a few of the leaks that came out, so if you don't want anything ruined, I would say don't watch the video. I'm not going to talk about everything, but only some main bits of information I will go over. So let's get straight into this. Basically, there was an employee working at Treyarch and he was a QA tester, which is basically someone who tests the game for bugs and reports them so the developers can go ahead and fix the issues with the game. But he took a lunch break at the wrong time. Now I don't know if he knew what time the lunch break should have been or if he found out afterwards that the lunch break was an hour ahead, but basically he took it at the wrong time and got fired for it. Now obviously he is angry at getting fired and does think it's unfair. I'm not here to judge the situation, but it does seem a bit unfair to get fired for taking a lunch break at the wrong time. But he got fired basically and went home, created an account called Call of Nobody Cares, then went ahead to say his situation, what happened. He did say over the 2 years he was working, he found the most bugs out of everyone and he done his job pretty well. He slept in his car for those 2 years as this was his dream job and he's always wanted to, test the game. He's played the game when he was a kid. But at the end of the post he does say ask me anything, so obviously people went ahead and asked him questions and that is where the leaks came out. He revealed a lot of information about what is going to happen and Easter egg steps and so on. He shouldn't have done that obviously, because releasing a bunch of leaks and ruining it for everyone else, I mean, it's not the best way to go about it, but he is angry. I don't blame him for releasing leaks and it's kind of his first reaction to being fired. I do want to say though, we don't know the exact truth of what went down, so we can't judge the situation. I can't sit here and say Activision or Treyarch are in the wrong. I can't say he's telling the truth. For all we know, he could be twisting the truth. He could have said anything here, so it is unfair to say he was treated unfairly and he got fired for no reason. I can't say that. I don't know what happened. I do sympathise with him for being fired. He lost his dream job, but at the end of the day we don't know the truth. I guess we should move on to talk about the leaks. He revealed some Easter egg steps for Voyage of Despair, Blood of the Dead and 9, as some of the Easter eggs have not been solved yet, and he just went ahead and just told all the ones that were remaining. I don't know how many he told. I've not looked specifically at these ones. I do know the Blood of the Dead one where you could upgrade the golden spark to the spark knife, I think. It was quite a complicated process because you have to get 100 kills in the new industries building, then get these stones and then get another 100 kills at a trap, and I don't know, it was quite insane, the steps for this. The fact that he leaked some steps is quite sad because it kind of takes away from the community and people don't want to go ahead and look for any more Easter eggs since there is like none Easter eggs left at this point. I mean, I think there is probably 1 or 2 Easter eggs left in each map. At this point, I don't know what is left, but there is basically nothing to do in Zombies after you have completed the Easter egg, where you don't even get rewards for completing an Easter egg. Okay, you get a calling card for doing all 3 quests, but besides that you don't get much, and after completing it once, I don't think there's any need to go play it again. Maybe if you had fun doing it, you want to do it with more friends, you could. After completing it once, I don't see why you would go back to playing it again and again, doing the Easter egg, because that is really all you can do at this point, since going for high rounds, blue screen. I don't want to bring up that issue again. I did make a video about it. If you do want to check it out, it was my last video. I spoke about the blue screens, but you can't even do high rounds because of the blue screen issue. But my point here is there is not much left to do in Zombies, and they did say they were going to bring out factions and callings and all this different stuff. We still don't have it. We still don't know when it's coming out. I don't know if they're going to now maybe tell us when it's coming, because there's been a lot of talk within the community where people are saying they should actually communicate with us and tell us when future editions are coming in the game. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about the other leaks he did say, so if you do not want to hear about any of these future editions, if you don't want anything ruined, just click off the video now. But I'm going to go ahead now and talk about these other leaks. The first thing is DLC 1. Now, DLC 1, he said, is going to be a prequel to the Chaos storyline, and it will have 4 new characters. Oh man, this does not sound good at all. So you're telling me we just got introduced to the Chaos crew, a new crew for Black Ops 4, and now for DLC 1 they're going to bring another new crew? I mean, it worked in Mob of the Dead, it worked in Shadows of Evil, it worked with the Transit crew, but this is a completely different situation because we just got the Chaos crew. This is the first time we are ever seeing this crew. We are not familiar with the crew yet. Me personally, I do not care enough about the storyline. I mean, I prefer the Ether story over the Chaos story, and I'm sure most of the people out there do care way more about the Ether story than the Chaos story, but the fact that another new crew is coming, I don't like the sound of that. Like, we're not even connected to the characters in that way yet, that you can introduce another new 4 characters. I don't know what they were thinking. Like, obviously everyone wants the Ether story, we want a map. We were hoping DLC was going to be the Ether story, but even if it is the Chaos story, I wouldn't mind DLC 1 being Chaos story. Like, okay, it's the new crew, you want to push that story ahead. I don't have a problem with that, just the fact that you're going to bring in more new characters, it's kind of an issue there. We'll see how it goes, maybe it will turn out pretty well. Moving on to the next leak, he said Nuketown Zombies is 100% happening, but there is no date for when it is coming out. Now, there were rumours that Nuketown Zombies is coming out when Nuketown comes out for multiplayer. That was meant to come out on the 14th, I think. Maybe we'll see it then, but if not, then we will see it later down the line. It's 100% confirmed and is happening. He also said the cutscene that we got for Classified is the cutscene. There is no Easter egg, like there is no boss fight and steps like the other maps. So I mean, I'm okay with that. I kind of expected that's the way it was going to be anyway. Talking about DLC again, he said that each DLC will only have 1 zombies map. I was thinking maybe we would get 2 zombies map, one for Ether, one for Chaos, or something like that, but there is only 1 map for each DLC, and I think it is going to be all Chaos. I'm not exactly sure about that, but it is planned that there will be Ether storyline maps. I don't know if that will be a future purchase we will have to make besides the Black Ops Pass, or if we will just get that later on, like within the Black Ops Pass. I don't know how that's going to work, but there is maps coming for the Ether storyline. So another leak was that a 4v4 mode was going to come to Black Ops 4, kind of like the grief mode in Black Ops 2. It was going to come and be implemented within Zombies. He doesn't know if it is actually going to come into Zombies or just be cancelled, as there is talks of implementing this 4v4 mode and it isn't completed yet, so we'll have to wait and see if it comes in the game or just gets cancelled completely. The next thing is about perks, and oh man, this does not look good for Treyarch. So Juggernaut was removed from Black Ops 4 Zombies because they couldn't figure out how to fix the issues caused by combining it with armor, and they didn't want to spend more time working on it. But he does say that it is fixed now and works, so he doesn't know if it will be brought into the game later on or, you know, just kept out of the game. The fact they couldn't get this to work because of issues caused with armor, like, oh man, it just kind of shows that the game was unfinished, and it kind of leads back to my last video where I was talking about the blue screens and all the bugs with the game. It just more proof that shows the game wasn't finished. It was an unfinished product. We were basically beta testing this game. It's quite insane that they didn't want to spend any more time working on this issue since they didn't have enough time to fix the issue before launch, I guess. Another thing is that Speed Cola is returning and it will come in the next update. The way it's going to work is it will be automatically equipped as a bonus in-game vapor when the player has all 4 main vapors equipped. It can deactivate and reactivate. I don't think it is an actual vapor or perk machine, but it will be brought in the game in the next update, which should be this week at some point. The thing is, Jason Blundell said that he removed perks such as Juggernaut, Speed Cola, Double Tap, and you know, those 3 main perks, as they are the crutch perks that everyone buys straight away. As soon as you get in the game, everyone's going to go straight to Jug and buy that. That is the perk you must have when you play zombies. That is a perk everyone always goes for, and he removed it to change to the gameplay, create a new experience I guess. But it is now revealed that Juggernaut was actually removed because he couldn't figure out how to fix the issue, and it's quite crazy. But I don't mind not having Juggernaut, since the 200 health system in Black Ops 4 Zombies works quite well, and I don't mind not having Juggernaut. It is fine the way it is right now, I don't really mind it. The fact that Speed Cola is coming back is actually a good thing, so I actually really wanted Speed Cola back. That is a step in the right direction. Lastly, there was actually a Black Ops 4 campaign mode that was being worked on, but it was scrapped mid 2017 because they wanted to make too many multiplayer maps. This campaign mode was designed to be a 2v2 co-op race to finish each mission. That just sounds quite weird to me. No one asked for a 2v2 co-op race to finish each mission mode. Is that even a campaign? Like, who? That was. I'm glad they scrapped that, because if that was in the game, oh, that would be horrible. Who wants a 2v2 co-op race to finish each mission? Who wants that? No one asked for that. A campaign is meant to be enjoying the story, not racing to finish a mission. I'm glad that it was scrapped, but the thing is, Zombies and Blackout was worked mid 2017. That is when they, after they scrapped that campaign, they started working on Zombies and Blackout. It shows, it just shows. Blackout works quite well, surprisingly, within a year, and I don't blame them for starting Blackout that late, because obviously that was when Battle Royale was growing, and they decided mid 2017 that they should go ahead and make a Battle Royale mode. So I'm sure everyone understands and knows that it was quite late they started Blackout. That is fine, but the fact that Zombies started that late, I don't know if Black Ops 3 Zombies started that late. A year before the release they started to design zombies. I have no idea. I know Black Ops 1 and I think 2 probably only had a year to make the zombies, since the cycles were a bit different back then, but now they have 3 years within each cycle for a Call of Duty, and it should probably be taken into consideration to start working on the zombies mode way earlier than a year, because as we see this year, it was a horrible launch. There was way too many problems that just shouldn't be there. But apparently, according to this guy, Treyarch only care when big streamers crash, and they don't actually care when anyone else crashes, and if you're not a big streamer, they don't really care, which is quite, you know, bad obviously. But I kind of see where they're coming from with that, since if a big streamer does crash, we would also be seeing those crashes within our games. So if Treyarch check those crashes and fix those issues, they would be the main issues that would be fixed and prioritized. But they should probably rethink of that method where they just only care about big streamers and not actually care about anyone else that crashes, because it is quite bad, and you want Treyarch to care about everyone, not just the streamers. The thing is, this could be completely wrong and Treyarch do actually care, but we're going off what this guy said, and if this is true, they should rethink of the strategy they are using it to fix all these bugs. But I mean, the blue screens are getting better, don't get me wrong. This past week I haven't crashed at all, I haven't blue screened, and there is much less bugs than there was at the beginning of the game. So they are working on it. Hopefully everything is fixed and we are back on track, everyone is happy, the game is going well. I just want this game to do well. I want Zombies to do well. I am a Zombies fan. I do hope everything is resolved. Treyarch should just come out, or Activision, come out and tell us what is happening, when future additions are being added, what is going on with the game, all these problems that are going on. Just stop being silent is what everyone wants, to be honest, and if they can actually talk to us, we will be happy. We can move on from this leak, we can move on from all these issues and just enjoy the game. That is all I wanted to say, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
My homie selling chronic when my partner's pushing property. My DJ making him sandwiches so that he can rock with me. I'm grading overtime, underappreciated. Damn, I feel the pain. Know that it's under alleviated. Feel like I'm under a microscope. Don't find my particles. So you'll see me pop up in little critical articles.